Hello everyone, this is J3 Productions and I'm bringing you another action figure comparison. This time, we have the new Mezco 112 Deluxe Wolverine versus the Mafex Wolverine. The way this works is this. I compare the two figures in 4 categories. Whichever one wins the most categories is declared the winner. Let's see who made the better Wolverine. First category is Head Sculpt. With the Mezco, it's in the name, it's a deluxe figure. This Wolverine comes with 8 head sculpts. The modern straight-faced head sculpt looks fantastic. Paint looks good, sculpt is great, all the way down to the textures in the mask. I'm not a big fan of the points at the bottom of the mask, and I'm not really familiar with the design. You get that same design with gritted teeth, a yelling mouth, and this highly detailed battle damage sculpt where you can see his vibranium skeleton through his injuries. They did a great job with this sculpt as he's smiling through the pain. Then they gave us 2 head sculpts of his classic appearance. Both well done, although I'm not really a fan of this appearance. Then we get 2 unmasked sculpts. I have mixed feelings on these as I kind of prefer each one for different reasons. I like the hair on the first one, but I'm not into whatever they have him doing with his mouth. The second one has the straight face that I want in an unmasked head sculpt, but then they dialed the hair back. I wish I could get the stylized hair of the first one with the face of the second one. The Mafex has more of the wide, flat mask that is faithful to the Jim Lee art. You get the straight face on his mask and a gritting teeth, angry masked face. Then an unmasked sculpt which gives a pretty good straight face Logan and has the hyper stylized hair in the shape of the mask. I know it may be a little bit of a cheat, but as a bonus, if you had the brown suit Mafex Wolverine, he comes with an unmasked yelling face that fits on this Wolverine as well. The Mezco Deluxe figure comes with a ton of head choices. Each is very well done in sculpt and paint, but I don't love the unmasked head sculpts and I don't really care about the classic option. The Mafex is the exact style of mask that I want to see in a Tiger Stripe Wolverine and gives me an unmasked sculpt that I'm happy with. This round goes to Mafex. The next category, accessories. Being a deluxe figure, the Mezco comes with just about everything you could ever want with a Wolverine figure. You get fisted hands, open hands, a more open left hand with a pointer right hand, bone claws, metal claws, and open hand metal claws. You then get 5 slash effects. This isn't really for me, but I know there are plenty of photographers out there who will love these. I struggle to get them to stay on in some poses. Wolverine also comes with belt options. He has the modern black belt, and then he has the classic red belt with a classic belt buckle, and then we can remove that belt buckle and replace it with the X logo. Then he comes with a mask to go around his neck for the unmasked sculpts. Last but not least, he comes with a defeated Sentinel diorama piece. The base is beautifully sculpted and painted and has light up features. On the other side, the Mafex comes with what you need, but it's highly limited in comparison. You receive the fisted hands, open hands, and clawed hands. You also get the mask to lay back when you are using the unmasked sculpts. With everything that the Mafex comes with, and then more, Mezco easily takes this round. Next round, Articulation. Both of these figures pose well, and you can get them into some great looks, but the Mafex just enables you to do a bit more. There's a deeper ab crunch, crouch, and toe articulation that allows for the Mafex to get low and obtain more natural looking poses. Traditionally, a lot of Mezcos have been hindered by the cloth goods, but that's not so much the case here. You don't have the worries from the previous Wolverine of the crotch splitting since they made the trunks a separate piece, so there definitely have been some improvements made. But the body on the Mafex, just more to offer here. This round goes to Mafex. With the score of 2-1 in favor of Mafex, we head to the final round, the overall look. Mezco knocked it out of the park with the look of this figure. Their cloth goods look great. The deep blue really works well off the yellow. And his claws may be the best on a Wolverine this size. Great length and shape. The detailing on the gloves and shoulder pads with the metal accents and textures are top level. And with options for different styles of masks and belts, you can create your own perfect Wolverine look. Meanwhile, the Mafex gets it mostly right. It definitely is a callback to the source material that it draws inspiration from. But there are some things I don't like. I don't like that the stripes on the body are blue. I understand what they're going for, that comic cartoon effect where black kind of looks blue sometimes with the shadows, but it misses to me, especially with the blue being so metallic. I'm also not a fan of this style of claw. I much prefer what they did with the brown suited Wolverine. Hopefully they revisit this figure, give us a 2.0 with a different claw design, and give us the black stripes on the body. With the ability to customize, and the cloth goods looking as good as they ever have, Mezco takes this round. That leaves us at 2-2. These are two amazing Wolverine figures, and which one you go with is probably a pure preference and what matters to you. That being said, let's go ahead and do a tiebreaker. The tie-breaking round is compatibility. With both Mezco and Mafex, their releases are somewhat limited in terms of how much they put out. So while they both have some teammates, there isn't much else. Villains, female teammates, expanded teams, you're going to have to look at other lines for that. They both fit in with their own lines great. Mafex has shown that they're going to tackle some of the female characters, which is a little bit edge in its direction. But even with Marvel Legends and other lines, the Mezco is a bit bigger, sometimes almost too big. The Mafex just fits with more lines, which is important as the X-Men offerings from both lines are only growing slowly. Mafex takes the tiebreaker round, and with that wins the comparison. And there you have it. After 5 rounds, Mafex takes a close matchup 3-2. I love what Mezco did with this Wolverine, and if you collect Mezco, it's a must-have. A drastic improvement over the previous version, but in my opinion, the Mafex is just a little bit better, just superior articulation, a preferred style in the head sculpts, and playing nicer with other lines. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.